Hey everyone, it's Sarah and today we are super casual. It is Sunday. I just took a shower so my hair is frizzy. I'm not wearing any makeup today. I just wanted to sit down and get this tag video done because I knew that I would not have any time to get it done in the upcoming week, and I did not want the person that tagged me to think that I had forgotten. So thank you so much to Moon Perfumes for tagging me in this video. This is a fragrance collection tag, so I've got 11 different questions and 11 different fragrances to share with you, and I'm just going to jump right in. So the first question is, what is the newest fragrance in your collection? So this is the newest. It just came in the mail on Friday, yesterday, sorry. It just came in the mail yesterday, which was Saturday, and this is Justin Bieber The Key. So as you would have seen in my haul video, I had another perfume that looked just like this, and I did not know, because I'm not very familiar with Justin Bieber fragrances, I did not realize that the one that I picked up was not the Key. It is the collector's edition. So it is a totally different fragrance than the Key, and I wanted the Key because this is the one that Melissa Jean was saying was so good, and when I realized I didn't pick up the right one, I wanted to pick up this one. This is beautiful. This one is better than the collector's edition in my opinion. This one smells like expensive shampoo. I really, really love this fragrance. It's fruity, it's clean smelling, it's just like perfect, easy to reach for, super crowd pleasing, like everything that a celebrity fragrance should be, and I really, really enjoy this one. So yeah, this is Justin Bieber The Key. Okay, what is the oldest perfume in your collection? That one was super easy. That is my bottle of Poison. So this is the Poison Eau de Toilette version. My bottle is from 1987. So somebody recently commented or emailed me, I can't remember, but commented saying that they had an eau de parfum that was like a dabber style bottle and that I must have had the new version. No, I do not have the new version. There was an eau de parfum, there was an esprit de parfum, there was the eau de toilette. There were many different versions of Poison that came out in the 80s. I happen to have the eau de toilette because this is the one that my mom had, and that is why I purchased this, because I waited months to track down a bottle that looked like it was in good condition and that looked like it had been stored properly, and this was it, and this is everything I was looking for. So that is the oldest fragrance in my collection. That is Poison again, and that bottle is from 1987. Okay, next question. What is the most expensive perfume in your collection? That was easy too, because I don't usually buy fragrances this expensive, but this one I had to have. This is Zoologist B. So this is, I think, the most expensive Zoologist fragrance so far. This one was $190. I paid every bit of $190 for it, and I do not regret it for 1 second. This is one of my favorite fragrances of life, period. This is the most beautiful, complex, like incensey, honey fragrance. This is an absolute masterpiece in my opinion. There are not very many fragrances out there that are just a true work of art, like a true masterpiece, again, in my opinion. So this is worth every bit of $190. This is definitely my most expensive perfume in my collection, and it is like one of my prized possessions. I adore it so much. So again, that is Zoologist B, and it stays in its box to keep it nice and protected. Okay, what is the most affordable fragrance you have in your collection? So this one was hard because I have so many affordable fragrances. Like that Justin Bieber The Key was $10 shipped. I have so many perfumes like that, but this one was one of, this was a fragrance that I got for really, really reasonable, and I think you can get it like really, really reasonable all the time, and that is the 4711 Nouveau Cologne. So even though the Key was cheaper, this one was like $11. It was like $11 shipped. Again, worth every bit of that $11. It's such a good fragrance for this time of year, for the heat. It's just a beautiful, kind of barbershop citrus type fragrance. It's just so gorgeous. I love it. Perfectly unisex. Any human being could wear this. Anybody could wear this, and it's wonderful. So again, that is $47.11 Nouveau Cologne. This is one of the cheapest fragrances in my collection, or most affordable, I should say. Okay, next question. What is your favorite Easy Reach? So I have a ton of Easy Reach perfumes. I really, really love Easy Reach perfumes, but this is one that I find myself reaching for over and over and over again. If I just want to smell nice, if I don't know what to wear, you know, any given day, this is the perfume that I have been reaching for. And this is the Alchemy perfume. This is the one that is marketed towards women, and it is called 33. There is something addicting about this fragrance. It's not anything like groundbreaking, but it's just beautiful. It's like a little bit fruity, it's a little bit woody. I think it's got sandalwood in it, but there's like fruits in it. There are times when I feel like it reminds me of Miss Dior, but then it doesn't smell like Miss Dior at all. It's a very unique fragrance. It's really, really beautiful. These fragrances from Alchemy are meant to, like, I don't know, invoke feelings or make you feel good, and that's what this one does. It just makes you feel good. It's just such a beautiful, easy to reach for fragrance. It lasts. This is the kind of perfume that I love to wear because it's not like a beast, but it's not anything that you're not going to smell all day, if that makes any sense. It wears kind of close to the skin, but again, not so close to the skin that it's not being smelled and enjoyed by others. It's just like the perfect type of fragrance. I just love it so much. So I've been obsessed with this one. Again, that is Alchemy 33. Yeah, really love that one. Okay, what is your favorite bottle design? So this was an easy choice for me because I have so many beautiful bottles in my collection, but these are the ones that absolutely make me happy every time I look at them. I bought them just for the bottles, and that's because this household is a hardcore cat-loving household, and I picked up these Katy Perry perfumes literally for the bottle. It was a bonus that I really enjoy the fragrances inside them as well. They're really, really nice, but these bottles are everything to me. I adore cats. My daughter adores cats. My husband adores cats. I have 3 cats. I love them, and these just make me so happy when I look at them. So yeah, these are probably my favorite bottles in my collection at this point in time. I love them so much. So again, those are my Katy Perry perfumes. Speaking of Kitty, she's trying to get on my lap. Come on, baby. Okay, we're gonna have a kitty here for a minute. Okay, so the next question is, what is your smallest bottle? So I do have quite a few small bottles because anytime I can get something in a 1/2 ounce, I try to, because I just really love them. But these are probably some of the smallest 1/2 ounce bottles that I own. Are these even 1/2 ounce? No, these are 10 ml, but these are probably the smallest bottles that I own, and these are the little Rituals bottles. They're so, so tiny. You can see this $47.11 bottle isn't even that big, but you can see just how tiny these little 10 ml bottles are. They're so, so cute. But yeah, this is probably one of the smallest bottles I've got in my collection. Really, really cute little guy. Okay, so naturally the next question is, what is your biggest bottle? And I have a lot of really big bottles too, but this one takes the cake. This is my Marc Jacobs Decadence, and this is a huge bottle. I mean, you can see just how big this bottle is. It's like, it'll cover my entire face. It's huge, huge. You can see this Zoologist box, like how big. That's a straight up box, you know, and you can see just how big that perfume is. So if you get the 3.4 ounce bottle of the Marc Jacobs Decadence, it is an enormous bottle. So, so big. So yeah, that is probably my biggest bottle. Okay, which of your fragrances has the best memory associated with it? So this was an easy one to pick. This is DKNY Women. This is an old perfume. This is an old bottle. This one is from like 1999, 2000, somewhere in there. It's really, really old. It still smells amazing. So this has really good memories associated with it for me because this came out not long after I graduated high school. This was, every time I smell this, it represents that kind of freedom that I had because the day I graduated high school, I moved out of my house, I started working. I just had a lot of freedom and I just felt like my life was starting. And this, I was working at a department store when this came out or shortly after it came out. And it just it just reminds me of those days. It was just kind of like really carefree times because I had a lot of freedom, but I still didn't have a lot of responsibility, just good times. So yeah, that reminds me of that. And this also reminds me of when I first moved in with my mom. When I moved across the country, I had been living in California and I moved out here to South Carolina, and she was still wearing this perfume at that time, and so those were really good times too. I remember because I moved back in with my mom and like we were doing a ton of traveling together. We were just, again, carefree, no responsibility, tons of freedom. So I just associate this fragrance with those types of memories and that time in my life, and I really love it. So again, that is DKNY Women. Okay, which fragrance is worth the hype? This one was pretty easy because this fragrance has been hyped up quite a bit on YouTube and it took me a while to pull the trigger on it, but this is Jean-Paul Gaultier Labelle, and the hype is definitely real with this one. This is such a stunning pear fragrance. It's like a creamy vanilla pear fragrance. It's so, so good and I just love it. It's lovely. I mean, if you like sweet fragrances and vanilla fragrances, I cannot imagine anybody not liking this. It's just so, so good. So yeah, the hype is definitely real with that one. And then naturally, which fragrance is not worth the hype? And my probably least favorite hyped up fragrance, and I don't even have the real thing, I just have the layered dupe of it. This is Love Potion, which is the dupe for Carolina Herrera Good Girl. And this is like my least favorite in the world hyped up fragrance. I do not like this fragrance at all. I actually like the layered version way, way better than the real. The real version gave me a headache and actually made me physically sick. This one doesn't do that to me because whatever note is in the original, it's not so heavily used in this one, so it doesn't make me sick. But I feel like this fragrance is so, so overhyped. I think it's so, so overhyped because the bottle, I think that people love that bottle, and it is. It's one of the most amazing perfume bottles I've ever seen, but I think that people want that bottle so badly, and so in their minds they build this up to be something way better than it actually is. But yeah, this is just, I don't know, I just don't enjoy it, and I just think it's so way overhyped. Okay, what is your favorite fragrance from your favorite house? This one was also easy because my favorite house is Guerlain, and this fragrance is, I mean, it's so amazing, and I'm so sad that it's discontinued, but every time I see a bottle of it come up for a good price on one of the selling platforms, I pick it up. So I've got 2 bottles of this now. Well, this is a half bottle, and then I've got a full bottle, but this is Guerlain My Insolence. So this is a flanker of Insolence, and this has very, very similar notes to French Kiss, which is from their Elixir Charnel line, which is like a really, expensive. It's like $240 or something dollars for a bottle. This has very similar notes. The French Kiss, I think, has, I think they both have raspberry in it. I think the French Kiss has lychee and this one has lemon. But if you look at the note composition, they're very, very similar. And this does smell so much more expensive than it actually is. This is just such a beautiful, creamy, fuzzy, vanilla, like fruity custard fragrance. It's so beautiful. And the first time I smelled this, I knew it smelled a lot like French Kiss. So yeah, this is definitely my favorite Guerlain that I've ever smelled besides French Kiss, because that one is it's very similar, but it's just very, very expensive. And I just found another full bottle of this for $30 on Mercari, and I'm like hoarding them because it's been discontinued, and it is such a stunning fragrance. Okay. What is your most used fragrance? And I think this is the last question. Yeah, so this is the last question, and it is, what is your most used fragrance? So, I am constantly rotating things in and out, but I can tell you 2 fragrances. One that I used this past winter, and I put a pretty darn good dent in it. That is Casablanca. So I haven't been wearing this one a lot recently because this is more of a fall-winter scent to me. But you can see this came full, you know, definitely full. And in the course of maybe a month and a half, because I did get it quite late in the season, I believe, in the course of like a month probably, I used that much of it. Like, I put a pretty darn good dent in this. This is a beautiful caramel apple oud. And now I associate this with this past winter. So beautiful. I associate this with like the time that I discovered it, or yeah, and I love it. It's just so good. So I've got good like fond, cozy memories of this one too, and I did put a pretty darn good dent in that one. And then one that I literally just got, I've had this probably for a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, because I got a little set of these commodity fragrances. I think I showed you, I'll just go ahead and grab it. I think I showed you in my last video, but I picked up this little set of these 10 ml commodity fragrances. Oh, my camera just went very dark. There it goes. And this is the Magnolia out of it. So this is just a wonderful fragrance to spray on when you get out of the shower. It's a super easy to reach for, but I use this one at home a lot because it doesn't last on the skin at all. But you can see I've literally already used about 5 ml of it, like, or maybe about 4 ml. But I've had this for probably a week and a half, and I'm gonna blow through this little 10 ml spray, so I'm definitely going to pick up a full bottle of that when I find one, you know, on a selling platform for a pretty decent price. You can get, Commodity is selling again on their website, but they're pretty darned expensive. They're like $120. I don't know if they've been reformulated or not, so I'm gonna try to find an original bottle of it at some point. But yeah, that's the Mimosa, and I've used the heck out of that one. So anyways, guys, that is my perfume collection tag video. I think that I'm really late to the game with this one, so I think that everybody has been tagged at this point. So I'm not gonna tag anybody specifically, but if there's anybody out there watching this that is a perfume reviewer and you have not yet done this video, go ahead and make it and say that I tagged you, because at this point, like I say, I think everybody has done it. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that it was fun for you to watch. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Give it a big thumbs up and leave me a very nice comment below, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.